afternoon. I'm currently at Bulguksa Temple. It's actually a really interesting place. It's really well kept, it's really pretty. And one of the things is that it was created in 528, but destroyed when the Japanese invaded. The biggest thing is that this was a representation of protection from foreign invaders. So it makes more sense for the Japanese to destroy this. It wasn't until the 1920s that they started to renovate and rejuvenate the place. And then in 95, it actually received World Heritage status. So this is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And I totally understand why. It's gorgeous. Again, in the middle of Gyeongju National Park. And there are a lot of parts blocked off, but the place is gorgeous. It's absolutely drop dead, beautiful. There are a ton of people here today. It does cost 6,000 won to get in, and I would say that it's worth every penny. So far what I've seen, it's photogenic every corner, and it's really easy to kind of get lost in just looking at things. So again, maybe a mistake in thinking that I'll only spend an hour here, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to try to walk around and power walk it. It's actually quite large, and the map shows how many different buildings there are. Interestingly enough, I don't think there are any foreigners here. I think I'm the only foreigner. Everyone else is speaking Korean, or maybe they're American-born Korean, right? But yeah, let's. I'll be right back. Let's walk around a little bit more. See you in a moment. All right, and welcome back. Just walking by the Sinseon-sa top, I believe that's how it's pronounced. It is a pagoda that is 10.6 meters tall. It's right there. And it is from the story of the Lotus Buddha, I believe or the Lotus Sutra is what I read. Someone tried to steal it at one point. Actually damaged it quite a bit, but it's been restored since then. But it's actually considered a national treasure. It is National Treasure 126 for Korea, so pretty neat. This place, again, it's just drop dead gorgeous. I'm standing in front of the main hall right now. You're not actually allowed to take any photos any closer than what I'm at, but I could clearly see people praying on the inside. That's pretty awesome. Anyhow, done with the main square right now, so I think I'll just continue walking on. This place is huge, so let's see what else we'll run into. All right. Currently, I'm in front of Gwanumjeon, and it is the temple that houses the Buddha for the common people. It was actually destroyed, as everything else was here, and not reconstructed until 1975, but this actually is the Buddha, or the representation of Buddha. It is the most popular one because it is for the common people. Plain and simple. It is really well done. I didn't take any photos of the inside because this is about as close as you can get. It says no cameras again. And so just gotta respect that. But yeah, be back in a moment. Now coming down from Gwanumjeon brings you to Birojeon, and that's what's behind me currently. Now Birojeon has the Buddha of wisdom, prosperity, and cosmic powers. I'm gonna go double check that. I'm sorry, truth, wisdom, and cosmic power. Truth, wisdom, and cosmic power. It's pretty epic. This was actually burnt down as well and was remade in 1973 as part of the restoration project. I'm kind of wondering, I haven't read it yet, but I wonder if the completion of the restoration or the most completion of the restoration was done in 95, which is why it was then anointed the UNESCO World Heritage status. I am kind of in a rock garden right now. It's kind of weird. It's cool. I like it a lot. But just popped out of nowhere, really. I wonder where this is. I'll find out in a moment here. But the weather is also just drop dead gorgeous today. So, really good. Good times. Alright, be back in a moment. Welcome back. And coming down, Birojeon building, the temple, brings you down to the Hajeon Hall. And the thing about this hall is that it is dedicated to monks trying to reach enlightenment, and it was created purely for it. It says arhats. I don't know what it means. It's Arhats. That's what they translate it to. And This is the hall that was surrounded by all those rocks just now that I was looking at. The little stones that were all put on top of each other. And so this one has a ton of little like monks or Buddhas inside. It's really actually neat looking. I wish I could take a photo of it, but again, it says no photos, so real cool place. I think I'm gonna keep moving on. It doesn't say anything about the restoration or anything of this one, which is kind of funny, but this one does have a ton of people going inside to pray. Man, this overcast, it's pretty crazy. It gets real hot though in like just moments. Welcome back, and right behind me now is Gungnakjang Hall. That is the hall for Buddha in Western Paradise, as written there. And this one's probably one of the older looking halls in here, but it was recreated in 1750. Or after the Japanese burned it down, they remade it in 1750. It does have this golden pig in front of it, which I wonder what that's all about. Everybody's rubbing it, so I wonder if that's like one of those like knowledge type deals where you gain knowledge or health or something from that. Another kind of cool thing is that this building is probably the only building that has like really rough looking spots on it. I don't know if that's cool or not, but it looks antiquated. Like, it looks like an antique, and that's kind of cool. I like that a lot. It doesn't look as brand new as some of the other parts of this temple. So that being said, I'm gonna go see what this golden pig's all about, and then apparently there's a front gate in front of this hall that's pretty important too. I'll go check that out. Be back in a moment. Alright, so the gate is Anyangmun Gate, and it's the only thing that's really stated is that it leads up to the Buddha Hall of Western Paradise. And I did forget to mention, because it's now mentioned in two different places, that this hall is actually National Treasure number 27. Hitting up quite a few of these national treasures in just this one localized area. It's pretty cool. The gate, on the other hand, it's actually blocked off. So once you actually get out of the gate, you can't go up or down those stairs. So I still don't understand what the pig is for. People are still rubbing it. I don't know if anyone could actually explain it to me. Everybody, like, oh, speaking of that, I did run into some Thai people and some Americans, so there are tourists here. Anyhow, I'll check back in a moment. Well, parking lot's quite full, and I am on the outside of Bulguksa. Really wish that I had a better memory. Yeah, This place is amazing. It's worth the 6,000 won donation. You go in, there's tons of stuff to see, tons of stuff to read. There's a decent amount of English, which is kind of cool. That's more than really needs to be done, because we're in Korea, so really awesome to see everything that they've written down and like all the stuff that I was able to learn. I mean, admittedly, probably the biggest thing that I've learned here in Korea so far is that the Japanese have destroyed like everything here, and that they had to rebuild it. So that's like pretty crazy to see how much work they put down on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to find a place to eat something now, and we'll check back in the next video.